Spring does not always arrive with noise. Sometimes it comes quietly, through soft wind, through water, through the gentle sound of footsteps on an old path. In Miryang, South Korea, there is a place where spring seems to slow down, just enough for people to notice their own heart again. This is Wiyangji, a reservoir shaped by the history, held by water, surrounded by ancient trees, and remembered most beautifully when the white blossom bloom like lights across the branches. But Wiyangji is more than a scenic destination. It is a place where nature, history, hunger, hopes, and healing have quietly lived together for centuries. Today, we are not simply visiting Wiyangji, we are walking through spring itself. And perhaps through this journey of blossoms, old trees, and an evening meal, we may discover that happiness is often much closer and much simpler than we imagine. Long before cameras, before tourism, before spring poles and travel videos, Wiyangji exists for a far more essential reason. Built during the Silla dynasty, this reservoir was created not for beauty, but for life. Water here sustained fields, fields sustained rice, rice sustained families. This peaceful lake, which now reflects flowers and clouds, often reflect the urgency of survival. For the people of earlier generation, water was not decorative. It was hope. And perhaps that is why Wiyangji still feels different today. Even in its quietness, there is depth. This is not just a beautiful pond. It is a place shaped by nature, patience, and time. To walk here is to step beside history. Not the loud history of kings and wars, but the quiet history of ordinary people simply trying to live. In early May, Wiyangji became famous for one extraordinary sight, the white blossom of the Ipop tree. At first glance, they look almost like soft rice, freshly cooked, white abundant. And that is exactly why these trees became so meaningful. In older Korea, spring was not only beautiful, it was often the season of hunger. The winter food was running out, the barley had not yet arrived. This difficult time was known as Borikoge, the barley hill, a season when the family often endured great scarcity. So when the Ipop tree blossomed, its flowers remind people of warm, white rice, something precious, sometimes painfully out of reach. Imagine that. A flower was not merely admired, it was longed for. Not because it was sweet, but because it resembles hopes. Today, many visitors come here for the photographs, but perhaps if we pause a little longer, these blossoms still whisper something deeper. That beauty can hold memories, that flowers can carry history, and that even hunger once learned to dream through the petals. Of course, these days, seeing rice like flowers may simply make us hungry for bibimbap, which honestly is also a very human response. One of Wiyangji's quiet gift is its path, not polished concrete, not loud attractions, just earth. A simple dirty road beneath ancient trees. There is something profoundly comforting about walking on a natural ground. Perhaps because modern life pulls us upward into screens, schedules, and noises, while nature gently returns to something older, slower, truer. Each step here feels softer, and with enough walking, something unexpected happens. The mind begins to quiet, deadline fade, notification disappear, regret soften. And in their place, wind, water, birds, blessing. Wiyangji does not demand anything from you. It simply invites you to walk until your thoughts become lighter. Some trees here are often hundreds of years old. Their trunks are twisted, broken in the places, scarred by the storm and time, and yet they blossom again and again. Standing beneath them, it becomes difficult not to feel something profound. This tree does not teach perfection, they teach endurance. That even when the withered, life can still blossom. Perhaps this is why people of all ages feel something here. Families love more easily, couples hold hands more tightly, older peoples walk more slowly, as if remembering something. And those who come alone often leave feeling a little less alone. After the work, as the afternoon leans gently toward the evening, there is another kind of joy waiting nearby. Not grand, not luxurious, but deeply satisfying. At Dawanjung, spring's quiet journey meets dinner. A bowl of Yukhoe Bibimbap, seasoned raw beef, vegetables, rice, mixed together in balance. And Gukbap, a rich blood-cured soup with surprising warmth and depth. After walking through blossom and still water, this meal feels different, more than food. It feels like arrival. Like they, having gently opened your heart, now choose to comfort it. The bibimbap is vibrant, alive, textured, like spring itself, and the soup, deep, calm, and restorative, like Wiyangji's water at dusk. Sometimes happiness is not complicated. Sometimes it is simply this: a beautiful walk, a quiet sunset, and a good meal, earned slowly. In a world that often tells us to go farther, do more, rush faster, places like Wiyangji remind us that perhaps the richest moments are the gentlest ones. A spring path, ancient trees, white blossom, still water, a shared meal. This is not just a travel, it is a remembrance of how life can feel when we slow down enough to truly notice it. So if you ever find yourself in Miryang, come walk with Wiyangji. Not just to see spring, but to feel it. And when the path ends, sit down, take a warm bite, and remember, sometimes the best journey do not end with spectacles. They end with peace. Thank you so much.